Some of the original parts of Woman in Love were written in the bathtub upstairs because my father was in the bathtub and he...
It has been 13 years since Robin Gibb passed away, and until now, many questions were left hanging in the air. His children have finally broken their silence, confirming things that people had always suspected but were never sure of. Their revelation brings long-awaited understanding about his final moments, his decisions, his heart, and the truth behind his life after fame. Fans across the world are now seeing a clearer picture of who Robin Gibb truly was beyond the stage and the spotlight. What did his children reveal after all these years? Let's find out. Robin John Gibb, who is 29 years old, stepped forward after his period of mourning to clear the air and gently correct reports surrounding the death of his father, Bee Gees legend Robin Gibb, who passed away on May 20th. Many early reports claimed that liver or colon cancer directly caused his death. These claims were widely repeated after a statement from his publicist mentioned his long and difficult battle with cancer. However, his son wanted everyone to understand that this version of events was not accurate. According to Robin John, it was not cancer that caused his father's death. He explained that his father's cancer had actually gone into remission, meaning it had shrunk to the point where it was so tiny that it could not be detected on medical scans. Instead, what ultimately led to his father's passing was kidney failure, something separate from the cancer itself. This new information helped make sense of something that confused many fans and observers. In early February, Robin Gibb had spoken confidently and positively about his condition. He shared that a growth had been removed from his colon and said that it was almost gone. He also spoke about feeling strong, feeling healthy, and being very optimistic about what lay ahead. People saw a man who seemed to be fighting bravely, improving, and moving toward recovery. However, only weeks later, things changed dramatically. By March, his health began to decline, leading to a coma in April and tragically, his death in May. Robin John made it clear that his father's kidney failure was a separate medical problem. Even though the cancer itself was in remission, his body had gone through enormous stress from both the disease and the very strong treatments used against it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's grow this community together. The Daily Express described Robin John as frustrated because there were disagreements among medical professionals about how best to treat his father toward the end. He said there were different opinions and approaches between his father's main doctors and the hospital's critical care unit staff. His father's regular doctors wanted to reduce heavy sedative medications to allow him to fight harder, while the hospital's intensive care team began treating him palliatively, focusing mainly on comfort. Robin John had wanted stronger life support efforts such as dialysis and CPR, but he was told these measures were considered pointless because his father was classified as a stage 4 cancer patient. He also shared how sudden the final decline felt. He said his father actually seemed to be doing well until just 3 days before he passed away when he experienced a seizure. After that, he was given sedatives to help manage side effects linked to chemotherapy. Sadly, his liver could not properly process those medications, which caused his condition to worsen quickly. This strain then began to affect his kidneys too, leading to both kidney and liver failure. Robin John simply wanted people to know the truth about his father's final days, to remove confusion, and to ease the fears of others dealing with similar illnesses. His message was calm, honest, loving, and deeply protective. He wanted fans to understand that his father was not defeated by a sudden unstoppable return of cancer, but instead faced a complex medical situation where his body, already weakened from years of illness and strong treatments, could no longer recover from the additional stress placed upon it. Robin John Gibb shared how the final moments of his father's life were calm, respectful, and full of love. He explained that there was nothing dramatic or chaotic about that moment. It was quiet, gentle, and filled with dignity. What mattered most was that his father did not leave this world alone. He was surrounded by his closest family, and that closeness brought both sadness and comfort at the same time. At the bedside, Robin John gently supported his father's head while holding his right hand. His mother stayed by the other side, holding the left hand with deep care. Before stepping aside, Robin John kissed his father, and then made room for his brother Spencer. Together, the brothers held their father's right hand, staying present in that final moment. They watched as life slowly slipped away, and even in that heartbreaking time, they kept telling him how deeply they love at him. Subscribe now to stay updated with more untold stories like this one. About 30 minutes later, after the medical staff had left the room, the family returned once again to be near him. They wanted just a little more time. During this time, Robin John played one of his father's favorite Bee Gees songs titled, "I Started a Joke." He placed the phone gently on his father's chest so the music could fill the room. The family sat together, surrounded by the sound of a song that carried powerful emotions and memories. Robin John had been trying to stay strong all along, but at that moment, the deep sadness overwhelmed him completely, and he cried like a child because the grief was simply too heavy to hold inside any longer. Plans for a private funeral service in Oxfordshire were made, but the ceremony was postponed until the month of June. In addition to this private farewell, there was also going to be a public memorial through music. This would come when Titanic Requiem, a musical work created by both father and son together, would be performed in Rome on June 23rd. That special performance would stand as a tribute, a final shared gift, and a meaningful way to remember a life deeply connected to music and creativity. Alongside these emotional family moments, another story surfaced in the British media. The Sunday Mirror reported that before his passing, Robin Gibb had made sure to financially support the mother of his child who was not part of his marriage. According to the report, he provided a lump sum of £4 million to help take care of their 3-year-old child. The report stated that the mother, Claire Young, had previously worked as a housekeeper for Gibb and his wife. She gave birth to their daughter named Snow Robin in the year 2008. Beyond the financial support, the report added that he even provided Claire Young with a house, and this property was transferred into her name shortly before he passed away. Land registry records suggested that Robin transferred the house into Claire's name just 4 weeks before he passed away at the age of 62. If you're enjoying this video, tap that subscribe button to help us reach our goal. The beloved Bee Gees singer Robin Gibb lost his battle with liver and colon cancer in the month of May. His estate is set to be divided mainly between his wife Dweena and his children Melissa, Spencer, and RJ. Meanwhile, Claire Young, with whom he fathered a child 3 years earlier, is not expected to receive anything further because she had already been given £5 million before his passing. Robin Gibb had one child with Dweena, their son John, who is 29, along with 2 children from a previous marriage, Spencer, 40, and Melissa, 37. It was made clear that Snow Robin is also a Gibb child and would be treated equally like the other children because what truly mattered was fairness within the family. In 1968, Robin Gibb married Molly Hullis, who worked as a secretary in Robert Stigwood's organization. Before they became husband and wife, they both went through a terrifying experience together when they survived the Hither Green rail crash. Their marriage brought 2 beautiful children into their lives. Their son Spencer was born in 1972 and their daughter Melissa was born in 1974. Robin entered a new chapter when he married for the second time in 1985. His wife was Dweena Murphy, who was an author and artist. Together they welcomed a son named Robin John, often called RJ, who was born on the 21st of January 1983. Robin John later worked on an important musical project called the Titanic Requiem in the year 2012, a work he created with his father. Robin Gibb also faced heartbreaking family losses. On the 10th of March 1988, his younger brother Andy passed away in Oxford due to myocarditis. Many years later, on the 12th of January 2003, his twin brother Maurice passed away in Miami Beach, Florida after complications from a twisted intestine. These losses were deeply painful and marked very emotional periods in his life. One of the most important parts of this story was his relationship with his brother Barry. For many years, both personally and professionally, Robin and Barry had faced serious disagreements. Yet, despite all the conflicts and differences between them, Barry still stood with love and respect at his brother's funeral. He spoke with honesty about how those conflicts had once seemed so big, yet in the face of loss, they no longer held any importance. Roger Daltrey from The Who described Robin as a wonderful person with a kind nature. John Travolta also remembered Robin as a gifted and generous person, someone kind, loving, and truly special to everyone who knew him. Tim Rice described Robin as charming, and Kenny Rogers shared his admiration, saying Robin had been part of something truly unique in music history. What do you think about Robin Gibb? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.